Man, it's the WC. Here with a video that I do not want to make, but I'm going to make, and this video has to be made. Okay? Now, I don't consider myself to be a king of controversy. All right? I'm not king controversial, and I'm not trying to be. Okay? But what has to be understood, all right, for all those NBA players out there that's boycotting today, these playoff games, right? What has to be understood is that activism in sports does not belong. Sports is a neutral ground for all of us. It's a neutral ground. Just like video gaming is a neutral ground for all of us. Unless it's a game that is built around politics or activism. If that's within the product and that's what the basis of the product is built on, then it's allowed. We can't complain. We know what it is. All right? The United States of America anthem arguably is the only political thing or politicized thing that exists in basketball. Okay? Everything else, everything else is usually neutral. You might see some guys with some rainbow shoes on. By all means, that's their thing. If they want to write people's names on their shoes, R.I.P. this or R.I.P. that or salute to this, and all those things are subjugated, but those are not necessarily meant to be political. Now, I want to do this video without cursing or screaming. All right. Anybody out there that is black understands that the media needs to be called out. They need to be shut the hell down, all right? Because these people do not cover the entire story anywhere about anything. It's almost like you had to dig down deep into the soil. Remember I said that. I'm going to bring up the soil again later on in this video, all right? We have to dig down deep into the soil to find the information. We're not talking about the dark interwebs of the internet. We're talking about stuff that's usually right in front of you. We're talking about maybe different angles of what happened to Jacob Blake. We're not saying that there was nothing that was in the wrong. I'm saying that what about the countless children? What about the countless children? Well, somebody please think about the children. What about the countless children that get shot down in America? Black children that get shot down in America, decapitated in America, mistreated in America. What about that? I don't want to practice whataboutism because I think that that's too easy. That's a layup for me. All right, we talking about an alley-oop layup. We talking about 360 layup, alley-oop layup. That's way too easy for me to do at this point. All right. The whole purpose of this video is that the NBA is going so far deep into this to the point where they're boycotting games. All right. Now, I'm not afraid to admit this. I'm one of the many people out there that struggled when the NBA went down, struggled when the NHL went down. When sports as a whole shut down, people like me struggled immensely. Because what we do, like handicappers like myself, DFSers like myself, professionals like myself, sports scientists like myself, I can go on and on. It's many different things. It's not just one thing. When things like this happens, and there's money involved, there's betting involved, there's people's livelihoods involved on this, you're not only hurting the sport as a whole, you're hurting your fans too. And I know that the ratings for the NBA has gone straight down the tubes because people don't want to see that activism in their games. They don't want to see that. They just don't want to see it. I don't like. At the end of the day, I'm like, look, as long as you're playing the game, I don't give a damn what type of shirt you wear. I don't care what type of stance you have. All I care about is your box score and if you played and if you didn't play. That's all I care about at the end of the day. I do care if you get hurt. If you're a high priced player and you get hurt. Of course I get hurt there. This video might look like I'm insensitive here, right? To the whole social justice and Black Lives Matter. I've already told y'all, bro, that if it don't fit the narrative of a black man getting shot by a white man, these people don't give no shits. They don't. They're countless names. You can rattle them off all freaking day. I don't have all day in this video. I don't. But there's plenty of examples that people down in the comments will list. That's if they see this video, because YouTube, they like to shadow ban people like me. So I can't reach the masses. But if it's a good enough content and enough people hear it, it's going to reach them. And they're going to side with me. And there's not a damn thing that y'all can do about it. We don't. I want y'all to send this video to LeBron. I want y'all to send this video to all those head coaches in the NBA. All right? What you guys have to understand, all right, is that the outrage in this country exists because the media fuels it. You understand what I'm trying to say? They fuel it. They wanted this video to go viral of this shooting. What about the countless children that's getting shot up in name city? Because I could point out many cities. I said name city because I could name multiple cities. All I have to really say is Chicago. I don't really have to say nothing else, right? I can say Baltimore. I can say parts of Florida. I can say deep down the heart of Texas. And of course we can talk about Milwaukee. We could talk about the violence that exists there. Detroit. We could list off these cities. The violence that exists in these cities. If the narrative doesn't fit a black man getting shot by a white cop, these people are nowhere to be found, bro. And it's disgusting. It's despicable. And these jackasses, these people, I'm trying not to go straight in. You know what I'm saying? But these dudes really thought it was a great idea to boycott a video. To boycott. I was about to say video game. That's kind of how pissed off I am. To boycott a playoff game. This is not. Listen, you guys had to understand. This is the playoffs in the middle of August or towards the end of August in 2020, and this game is being boycotted because one guy, whether he was in the wrong or on the right, doesn't matter. Right at this point, he got shot by a white cop. If it was a black cop, maybe the story wouldn't have happened. Think about that for a few moments. It might not have happened if it was a black cop. National media probably wouldn't have said nothing. But you can't necessarily say that. It's just the police overall at this point. There's an outrage over that. Look, I want to end this video by saying this. I'm going to unsubscribe to NBA League Pass. Y'all can't have my money. Okay? You can't have my money. Matter of fact, give me my money back. Give me my money back. Give me my time back. Because you're wasting it. This proves nothing. This changes nothing. All the little girls and boys. This is why I want to leave y'all on. Because I'm all over the place. All the little girls and boys that have been shot over the last month and a half. And killed over the last month and a half. In the black community. And these motherfuckers, man, they chose this to boycott. All of the shootings that has happened in just the last month and a half by other black people. And they chose this incident. Wrong, justified or not, they chose this incident to boycott. Man, it's the WC, man. I'm gone. And before I say I'm gone one more time, I want y'all to understand this moment in history. Because the game is supposed to unite us, not divide us. And this is what the NBA is doing. They're dividing us. by choosing a side. We just want basketball. We don't want your activism. Send this to LeBron and send this to every single NBA player possible. Send it to the fucking coaches too. Send it to Adam Silver too. You can't stop the players from boycotting. I know you can't. But us as fans, we need escapism. And if you take it away from us, we're not coming back to those arenas. I guarantee it. Now I'm gone. Bye.